Help, help, I'm sick. Should I cancel my voice lesson? Should I cancel my rehearsal, skip practicing, or cancel the gig? I would love to help you answer this difficult question. As vocalists, we do lose a certain number of days per year to illness. There are some days when the only acceptable answer is try not to vocalize, cancel everything, stay in bed. I would love to help you reclaim most of the days when we ask this question, because many times we need to make a few small, compassionate adjustments, and we are actually just fine. We can do our work as vocalists, we can have our lessons and our rehearsals, we can do our vocal practice, and we can even turn in a really good performance. And as vocalists, we need to be able to do those things on a daily basis. This is how we live all week long. So I would love to help you ask the question, but then not run away. When someone asks me about this on lesson day, we get to take a look at how they treat themselves every day of the week. So I first of all like to ask the basic questions of, how was your night of sleep? Of course, no one's going to say, perfect, I got 8 hours and 15 minutes of sleep, because that's the life that almost no one lives. But if you're in the I can form a sentence category, then you can do your normal stuff. You're going to feel a little different. You're going to be a little more tired at the end of the day. Those things are okay. That's all right. I also like to ask, have you been awake long enough to have drunk about 2 glasses of water? If you haven't had 16 ounces of water, try it. It's amazing. If it's too soon to have done that, why are you trying to ask a performance level quality of your instrument when you're not putting gas in the car, you're not treating it right at the basic level? So of course do that. When you're sick, here are some things that you might want to add. Maybe you do these things already all week. They're never bad for you, but our best friends when we are sick, besides water and sleep, are honey, lemon, ginger, and slippery elm. Get some of those things, maybe a tea that has 2 or 3 of them, maybe something that has all 4. I hope you find that, I don't know. But honey, lemon, ginger, slippery elm. Once we've established the basics, if you're basically treating yourself like I want you to treat your voice every day, no matter what, then I get to ask things like, what sensations do you feel when you use your most comfortable speaking voice? And your most comfortable speaking voice today might not be what you expect it to sound like, but when you use the most comfortable sound that's available, what sensations do you feel? Not what judgments do you have about the sound, not whose instructions or whose expectations are you trying to meet, but what does it feel like in your body? Does it feel like burning? Does it feel different than it usually does? I'm sure you have information about this. So what is that information? That's what's really important. And often what will happen is I'll ask that question and my singer will say, I'm sniffly, I'm congested, my eyes are puffy, my throat is puffy, my soft palate, I can see redness in my throat. But when I talk, it actually feels normal and it feels fine. Then I'll say, all right, can you do some light, easy, gentle singing? All right, we try that and it feels fine. Do you see me pressuring you to force yourself to do uncomfortable things? I'm not, and I don't want to. But often we are so afraid of hurting ourselves that we will not even practice on the days when it's perfectly safe and healthy for us to do that. I would hate for you to be in an income earning situation and feel like you need to cancel the gig simply because you had to blow your nose one extra time. I'd rather you know that your instrument is robust, your body is happy to do the things you ask it to do because you make sure to ask it to do kind, gentle, compassionate things. I'd rather you be in the situation where you feel like your voice belongs to you and you are a good steward of your voice. Because Cooperating with your instrument is the greatest gift that I, as a voice teacher, can give to my students. If I can take you out of fighting your voice and get you into cooperating with it, then I also know it will cooperate with you. And that's what we want. Have a great voice day.